Hello, my friends. Hello. I can hear the music. Now I don't. If you've been joining me for the last couple of weeks, you know that this music thing has been a little thing, a little, I can't think of that. It's just like annoying, but it worked this morning. So thank goodness for that. Good morning, Kerry. Lovely to see you today. So we are going to be having, sorry about that. We are going to do a fun fold card today. So once a month, I should introduce myself, sorry. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia, here to come live every Thursday morning for a little bit of live card making. Hopefully I can teach you something. If not, we might pick up some tips or just get some inspiration for your own card making journeys. Hello, Tanya. Hi, Linda. But and I also need to tell you, I go live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So sometimes I'll comment to someone who is on a different platform to you. Just getting that out of the way because I always forget to do stuff like that. So each month, I have a Zoom night with my team, and we all usually get together and do some card making. And this time, one of my team members actually taught us, which was really nice. I really enjoyed being the student instead of being the teacher. So I really thoroughly enjoyed that. Anyway, she taught us how to make a 3-panel fold out fun fold card, and because she'd sent me, and it's Anne Wilson, she's in my team, she lives in Adelaide, and she had sent me this card for Christmas, and it was just like, this has got some serious weight in it, this card. So each panel opens up to reveal another panel, and this card is massive, and you can put your sentiment on the back. It was just huge. So she taught us how to do this. We did make a smaller version. She scaled it down for us because this version needs 12 by 12 paper, but she did scale it down for us. So that is what we are going to make today. And this is the one that I made on our team night. So I am going to show you. And of course, I'm going to use some different papers and colors just to be different and see what sort of look I can get. So who loves fun folds? That's what I want to know. Who loves fun folds? Okay, I'm going to swing my camera around and get stuck straight into it. I've got all my pieces, so I will just switch my camera. Okay, so I'm going to be using, I thought I might try the Sentimental Park with the Regency Park Designer Series paper. So great packs. I do love the blues and the pink side of it. So that is what I'm going to be playing with today. Now, I won't be giving measurements, just letting you know, I won't be giving measurements as we go along. I will give scoring measurements, but everything will be in the PDF tutorial that will come out in tomorrow's newsletter. So if you aren't signed up to my newsletter just yet, after the video, head down to, where I get my finger right, head down to that, alisatilsner.com, and you will see a subscribe button, and you will be able to subscribe to my newsletter, and then you will get a written PDF tutorial for this card with all the measurements and all the instructions so that you can just print it out and create by yourself. We'll come back and watch the video along with the instructions and recreate your card that way. So this is a really fun card. I'll just run through what we need first. So our card base actually uses 2. Now I got all of my card out of 1 sheet of A4 paper. So, and then we need, so the base is 2 longer pieces and then 3 squares. And then just for some layering, I've got some extra squares of a matching cardstock, Designer Series paper, and then I need 3 of them obviously, and then I've got some strips that I'm going to use for decorating the folded panels. So, but everything will be listed in the PDF that you need. So we are going to go ahead and start our scoring. So this is well, actually I am going to tell you a few of the measurements. So I'm starting off with a 4 by 8 inch piece of cardstock, and then I'm just going to score at 2, 4 and 6. So Anne taught us in centimetres the other night, but I am going to do inches today. So again, 2, 4 and 6 on both sides. So how is everybody? How is everybody today? I hope everybody's watching and taking notes, but do be chatty with me because I do love it when everyone chats with me. Or are you all hungover from your Outlander season 6 experience? Okay, I'm looking for a lead pencil. Okay, so now that we've scored 2, 4 and 6, which is just basically in quarters. So if you wanted to resize this into a different size, just length is twice. So I've got 4 by 8. You could do 5 by 10, that type of thing, 6 by 12. Just as long as it's like double that, and then you just score it at the quarter marks. Okay, and then I'm going to come around and I'm going to mark on my 2-inch marks. So there's my 2-inch mark there and my 2-inch mark there. That's just for ease. I'm going to put a little mark on my score lines there so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then we want to cut. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Tanya says that when she comments, I shrink on her screen. Yeah, that can be annoying. I guess you're watching on a mobile device, maybe. Okay, so now I'm going to cut from the score line to that point mark that I made on both angles. So from the point to the score again, and we end up with that sort of pointy fashion. And then we're going to come around and we're going to do that again. I hope Anne doesn't mind me teaching her card. I'm sure she won't. She makes loads and loads of different types of cards. So, okay, so we've got that going on. And then we're going to do exactly the same for that card base. You know what? I've forgotten to get something out. So again, just going to find that midpoint. So for me, it is 2 inches because I'm 4 inches wide. But like if you were doing a 5-inch by 10-inch, then you would obviously find it at 2.5. And again, I'm just going to put some little marks there just so that I can see what I'm doing, because sometimes those score lines are a bit hard to see. And I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. So from my score line to my midpoint, I'm just going to cut them off. So this is a really easy card. And the hardest part is trying to think of how will I decorate my panels. So again, score mark to point and score mark to point. All right, everyone's been super quiet today. Super quiet. Okay, I am just going to grab my corner rounder because I did forget that. Okay, so I have got an old retired corner rounder. You don't have to round the corners if you don't wish, but it just adds a little bit and just nicks off that that point. So I'm just going to round them again. Okay, and then I have got 3 pieces of card. I'll do them in a second. I'll show you what happens with this. Okay, so I'm going to fold 2 of these points in and fold that one in as well. Okay, and then you're going to need some double-sided tape, and we're going to butt them up to one another as close as you possibly can get them. Oh, now everybody's coming in. Hello. Maybe my comments were just lagging a little bit. Okay, so we want a little bit of tape. So we're going to fold them over, butt them up, and then just pop your tape across just to hold them in place. Push them right close together. And then one more down here. 3. Okay. Rightio. Now we want this one to be a valley fold. Okay. And this one will be a valley fold. And then we can fold these ones back and they will be a mountain fold. So there you have your, do it like that. So you have this going on. Okay. Now we come time to pop our panels over, and this will reinforce it a little bit too. So you can round these as well, or you can leave them square. I asked a question on my Facebook page yesterday, and I've got to go back and answer a lot of responses. But I wanted to know, and you can tell me here as well if you wish, I wanted to know, because we've got a colour refresh coming, and I really love Balmy Blue. What colours are you happy if they went away and you didn't see them again? I don't know. It's a tricky one for me. I don't use a lot of Cajun Craze. That one probably wouldn't bother me. But I think if Balmy Blue disappeared, yep, so you can rewatch this later. This will all be saved. It's streaming to YouTube as well as, Alisa, I think it's streaming to YouTube. Nobody's commenting on YouTube. Everyone's must be watching from Facebook today, but the replays stick around. And it's also in our team group as well. Okay, so now I am just going to stick this. And we want to peel these off. So I find to just have a little bit of help to peel these backing layers off, because sometimes I find it quite difficult. I just give them a little bit of a burnish first. They normally come off pretty easy. And then watch one not come off real well now that I've said that. Nope. There we go. Okay, hopefully that one's not hanging over a little bit. I just roll that one in. Okay, and then we just stick this down on top. Make sure it's nice and straight. I am just going to pull this a little bit closer to me so I don't have to work so far away from myself. There we go. Leslie says she don't think she's ever used shaded spruce or Merry Merlot. Wow. Yeah, shaded spruce. Actually, I probably wouldn't be too sad if shaded spruce disappeared. Merry Merlot, I don't use it a whole lot, but it does have its moments. Okay, so now with these end panels here, we are going to, wait a minute, I got to get my head around the right way. We are going to stick these like so. Okay, so the easiest way to do that is because, as you can see, I got all muddled up, is it's got to come on the inside. So if you fold that down and then put your adhesive only on the side, you know that it only goes on that panel there. Okay, and then you can pop it pretty close to the edge too. Okay, and then the same with the other side. So we'll fold that in like that. Put your adhesive down. Oh, mine's all sticky. Obviously, that was a silly thing to say, wasn't it? Mine's all sticky. Of course adhesive is sticky. Duh. I meant it was sticking to my holder. All right, and then we're going to stick that down. So there is our master base. Okay, so when you fold it up, and I was having trouble with this, and Anne was just like, well, you just do this and this. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So one just folds on top of the other, and then one folds on that way. So when you think about designing your front of your card, you can actually have it like, you can have it go that way, or you can have it go that way or that way. So if you wanted to have like separate sentiments on each of the panels, you can do that, bearing in mind that the one at the center can either go behind the two front panels, or it can actually go in front of the two front panels. So just have a little bit of a play around with you know, different ideas and that type of thing. Now I have got some layering pieces, and so I am actually going to pop these guys. Oh, that one didn't cut out very well. I'm thinking I might leave these ones square. And where's my adhesive? I put it away. That's right. Oh man, I just pinched myself. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I got a little blood blister. You can't see it on the screen, but there's a little blood blister there. Silly. Oh, my lordy. I'm feeling a bit weary this morning. My husband had to get up super early this morning to leave. He's traveling again today, so he's on the road. So I think the alarm went off at 5 something or other. So I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. And of course, because I've been savouring my Outlander, because know that it's only 8 episodes this season. It's a very weird season. I don't know whether I'm actually enjoying it or not. But anyway, you know, you sit down. I've just been watching it in the evenings, and you look at the clock and it's like, oh, it's nearly 11 o'clock. Got to go to bed. So I'm feeling a little bit weary. And no wonder. Pinching myself. Don't mind. Okay, we'll get these nicely lined up. Okay. And then I've got some more layering. This is a little bit more layering than I did in my original card. So I'm going to pop these on top. Now, with the panels for these ones, if you're going to use Designer Series paper, it pays to use one that doesn't have like stripes or a directional pattern. So because otherwise, because you've got to cut it on the angle, they've got to be diamonds rather than squares. If you did stripes, they would go diagonal, but you know, you might be happy with that. So we'll pop these guys on. And I thought I'll do a little bit more of a plain background because I want to put some flowers on the front as well. So I thought rather than do exactly the same as I did last time, let's have a play and see if I can come up with something different. And of course it was only decided first thing this morning, as usual. So, okay, so I've got them. And then I've got some panels to go at the back. So now you can do stripes with this one if you want, or a directional pattern. You can, I should make sure that I've cut them properly. Yep. So, and then these ones are going to go in these panels back here. If I can get my adhesive to work. All right, and the easiest way to do them is to just fold your pieces back on themselves. It ends up like a little bit of a maze, but it's all good. Oops, I think that's probably 2. So now I've got 6 pieces of this, so because I'll leave 2 panels at the back where you can adhere white to them. But when I do cards like this, if I do fancy folds, I like to write on my cards first, like I'll cut the white card base and then I'll like write on them and then stick them to my card, because sometimes it gets a little bit tricky trying to write on a card that's got lots of folds and different directions. Okay, put that down. Should have made sure that they were all even. They should be. And this down, and then I got to figure out what am I going to put on my panels. All right, so then you've got that going on. Okay, and then because when it's all closed up, we want panels on a Designer Series paper on these ones too. So I'll grab another piece. So you can use all the same designer series paper if you want. They can all be different. You can have these front ones because they're actually on the back. These ones could be different to the ones that you've got on the inside if you wanted to. So hold that one over, hold that one, hold that one. Ah, watching Ruth. That's where all my YouTube friends are. They're all watching Ruth this morning. Oops. Okay. Just as well for replays, right? Okay. So now when you open them up, we've got the same going on through the whole, and that's what it looks like from the back. So we've just put, you know what, it probably would have been easier for me to turn it over and put them on there, right? Sometimes I do things, am I allowed to say ask about face? Am I allowed to say that on YouTube and Facebook? Anyway, so that's what we have got going on now. So now it's just decorating time. So I've got some white, pieces of white cardstock. I just grabbed them out of my drawer. Good morning. Thank you. Now I've just got to figure out how to decorate it, right? So I'm thinking I really like these ones here. So I'm thinking I'm going to put them on. But then I actually pulled out, I thought I haven't used this stamp set for a long time, and I thought I might do one of these on there if I can find one. I think that one might be too long, but we'll have a play and see which one will be suitable. So I thought I would do that. So again, I didn't give measurements of any of the layering or anything like that. So if you do want it, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, which you'll find the website just here down below. Whoop, I can't get my wrong, just there. You can go and sign up for my newsletter, and then all the instructions, the sizing and everything will be written out for you tomorrow. I'm just trying to figure out, because I always get this mixed up. I always think, which one is the easiest one to stamp first? I think it's the outline, but I always stamp the solid one first, and I'm sure the outline one is easier to stamp. Sure of it. So let's do a couple of these. I'm thinking I want 2 on the front and maybe 1 each on the sides. So I'm going to follow the direction of the designer series paper, and I'm going to do Night of Navy. Night of Navy. Leave it. Let it. Do you think it'll stay, or do you think it'll go? That's a big question. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get one more on there. Oh, well. If I'd done them a little bit closer together, I probably could have got them on there, right? Oh, Pacific Point. Leave it. This one's sort of a staple, really, isn't it? But Pacific Point. Happy for it to go, or would you miss it? Because that's really bright. Do you know what? Somebody, I'm not going to call you out. I can't remember who posted it, because I do have, like I said, I do have to go back in. Somebody said Bermuda Bay, Flirty Flamingo, and something else. I'm like, no, they're all my favorite colors. Pacific Point can go. I don't really use Pacific Point a lot, I have to say. But I think these two are sort of staples. They need to stay, right? Okay, so this one, hopefully my head doesn't get in, and hopefully I can line it up properly. That's very dark, but I'm sure it will settle down. Here we go. Another one. And one more. Yes, that is definitely the easier way to go. So solid outline first, solid second. Much easier. Look, I got them all. Okay, Carrie says Pacific Point can go as well. Yep, I don't use that one a lot. And one thing I must make more of, is young male cards. Like my son came in, he went to a birthday the other day. I think his friend was turning 19, I think, and he was just having a handful of friends around at his house, handmade pizzas and playing games and stuff, like gaming games. And he come in and he goes, "Mum, I need a card." And I was like, "Oh." But thankfully, he found one that I had done using that one that's got the pelican on it. I can't remember the name of it. It's got the ocean waves and the pelican. So I had done one, being a port town, I guess, and surfing is quite popular around these, if you game to go in the water with the sharks. But surfing is quite a popular pastime, so I was like, oh man, I had one that was suitable for him. I was like, oh man, I need to make some more young men verging on adult. You know, we're past the little boy stuff. Yes, I struggle with them too. Well, yeah, so I'm gonna have to pull that. What am I doing here? Things have gone astray. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Things have gone astray. Hey, Ruth. So now I'm going to die cut all of these babies out. And I'm thinking I might white emboss my sentiment. I'm going to find one that fits. And on the navy. But that's why I did it, like on my first card that I made, I kept thinking I needed to fill the area up, and that's why I've done extra layers on these panels, so that I can see it, because I feel like I need to fill the area more, but I don't really know what to fill it with. So, but I know what I'm going to do on the front. The front will be nice and full. And I'm going to treat that middle panel as if it is the front. Even though when you fold it up, it isn't the front. It's right in the middle. It's the last one that you see. So, I need to use this. So for the front, I'm going to do 2 on there. And then I'm going to overlap. I know, I was thinking, Ruth, where are all my YouTube ladies? And they're all over watching me. Vicky's like, I'm here. I was just watching Ruth. Oh man. I keep forgetting. And then I put it away and I forget to ask my husband to fix it for me. It's only just started doing it. Right, so I'm going to do a double one like that for this front. I think maybe that'll be fine just on its own. I don't know. I have to have a thinky. Or maybe I need to do, like, find another die that's got some leafy stuff and do some fluff foliage in the background with some navy blue. All right, and that one can go like that. Alrighty. So what do you think about that idea? Get some fluff. Oh, what I need is some magnet sheets. I keep saying it and I keep putting it off because I know that I probably need a lot of them. Now, I'm going to need you again shortly. But I will put you away, but not too far away. All right. All right. I say that a lot. Sentiment, wishing you the happiest birthdays or wishing you everything wonderful. Oh, these are a bit of a mess too. What is going on? Everything's a bit of a mess. All right, will that one fit? Wishing you a wonderful, happy birthday. Yes, that will fit. Gotta love that about clear stamps. You can just line them up and go, will it work? All right, so what I do is I just, foliage fluff sounds good. Okay, somebody look through the catalogue, and if you've got one handy, and find me because I haven't got any of them. I have to actually go and look through my stash. So if anybody wants to pick out some foliage fluff for me, just small ones, I can see whether I've got them. I might have them. I don't have everything. Oh, magnetic tape. Yes, that would be perfect because I only need a few. Like if I just did strips, that's all I need. Magnetic tape. Perfect. I might go and have a little looky for that. All right. So white embossing. You tell I've been playing with pink. Can't remember what I was doing. Oh, was I doing? Oh, I think I was doing my motorbikes in pink, and I accidentally white embossed. I white embossed. I meant to use clear over it because I wanted a pink shiny motorbike, and I accidentally white embossed over the top of it, but it actually gave this really cool look to it. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to use it for somehow. I had lots of people suggest to, you know, sponge color over the top of it, but I don't know whether I want to do that. I'll have to show it to you. Hello from the Netherlands. Lovely to have you. What time is it there? Excuse me, I am just going to make noise. Punch that has 2 leaves. No, I don't know whether I've got punches. I mean, I've got the leaf stamp from that stamp set, but I think it's too heavy. I just want some really fine foliage, and it has to stay within that square too. It has to stay within the square. 1 a.m. Oh my goodness. In Australia, it is, well, in my time in Australia, it is 10:30 a.m. 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. That is very early. All right, clean myself up a little bit. Get the right eyes out. Sentiment silhouettes. Good morning, Samantha. Oh, do you know what? The heat wave lasted, well, in my town, the heat wave was 4 days long, and now it is freezing. I am in long sleeves. I have been in long sleeves all week. We are back down to cold. That was our summer. We didn't, like where I live, I don't know about the other states, but we only had really the 3-day heat wave, and that was all above 40 degrees, which is like 107, I think. But other than that, I think we had 2 days of weather above the 30s, and then the rest of it has all been high 20s degrees. So we didn't really have a massive summer, which I am not complaining about. I don't care for the heat that much anymore. Hello, we got some Texas. Hello. You missed the SA heat. I don't miss the SA heat at all. I don't miss any of the heat. Okay. Now, did we pick a die for me? I don't know whether I've got that stamp. Let me go and have a look and see if I've got the punch. Nope. Nope, no foliage punches. How bad am I? I've got not a lot. I've got not a lot of stuff. Okay. Oops, missing my seat here. Oh. Snow in Tasmania. Oh, wow. Okay, what have I got? What can we use? You know what, guys? I don't actually have a lot of things. I would surprise you how little I actually have. I've got lots of boxes of retired stuff, mainly paper, but I don't actually have a lot of foliage. Do I have that? Flowers of the Home. Is that the one? Oh, I might have that one. Flowers of the Home. Yeah, cooler weather, definitely. Wildfires. I haven't heard of any wildfires this summer, like really bad ones this summer. We had one in my town a couple of weeks back, which sort of got everybody a little bit on edge again because our town always cops a fire. All right, what else have I got? What else do I have? Oh, I've got Forever Flourishing. I've got that one. Anyone spotting anything? I've got the Meadow one. Maybe I can snip a few bits out of that. I've got the Ranuncular one. That one looks good, and I've never used it. That one looks interesting. Seasonal labels. I don't have an awful lot. Summer Shadows. I've got that one too. People are surprised when I say I don't actually have a lot of stuff. Summer Shadows. Let me just see whether I don't know. See, I shouldn't do stuff like that. Or should I just leave it as it is and then come back and fluff around with it later? Forever Foliage. Is that a big die set or is that a small die set? Meadow dies. Artistic. Coffee Moments. Hippo and Friends. Forever Flourishing. Was that the one? Forever Flourishing. Okay. Irresistible Blossom. Has that got foliage in it? Oh, it does too. It does have a little bit of foliage. I'm thinking these might look crap. That's probably too solid, don't you think? What do you think? If I did that in blue? Fires on the news, really? I wonder where they are then. I don't know. Vellum. Oh, Vellum. Oh, great idea. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Oh. And you know me. I've got scraps of stuff lying everywhere. Guess what? Ta-da! Awesome idea. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, see, there's a reason why you guys come to my classes. So you can tell me what to do. All right. That is perfect. I wonder if I should do one on the front as well. Slip a little bit under there. So let's get these two cut out anyway. That's it. And I was only doing videos the other day going, do you use vellum very often? It's great for subtle layering. Need to take my own advice. Oop. Okay, perfect. So just a little bit of, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Just for a little bit of interest. Oh, I got my belly rumbling too now. Probably because I didn't have porridge for breakfast this morning. That's cereal. Maybe ink in black to look like the pattern paper. Oops. Go. Just something like that. I think that'll be fine. It was just as a filler. You know, sometimes you just want to fluff things up a little bit more. I think that will be fine. I'll just do the two. Because bearing in mind, you also have to be able to fold this up. And if you put too much stuff down, then it becomes too bulky. It's been a mild winter. in the Netherlands, and now it's too cold. Oh, snow. Yes, I saw England had snow as well. Oh, I bet the kittens didn't enjoy it. The dogs love snow, don't they? I've seen heaps of videos where the dogs just like bound around. I'm loving it. I don't think I'd love it. Although we are going to Switzerland mid-May. So I'm wondering whether we will still see a little bit of ice, a little bit of snow up there or not. Right, so I want to stick that down. And I'm only popping that, like I didn't put adhesive all the way on it, so because I do want these little bits, they will naturally want to flare out. And when you put these ones on, you will need to, like I said, not put so much bulk in them because they do have to fold up. So if you go starting to use dimensionals and stuff like that, then it does get a little bit too bulky. I did use dimensionals on my original card, and I will show that to you. I'll just get these panels down first, but I did not do a whole heap. All right, and then we'll just reverse the pattern on this side. So those little curves will face inward. All right, there's a block. Put a block on it while it waits. And I'm going to pop this one the other direction. So I've got the little thingies, berry thingies facing that way. So I'll face them down this way. Like I said, you can always pop a little bit of an extra sentiment on these panels as well. And then these ones, I'm just going to stick like this. Nearly finished. So you probably don't require any ribbon or anything like this for this type of card. So I'm just going to put one up one way, one up the other way, and I will pop a little bit of adhesive on this one. And then I will go very lightly with embellishments as well. There we go. All right, so I'll just pop that across, right across the middle. I think it's straight. So when we're folding it up again, one diamond goes on top of the other, that one goes on that one. So if you wanted to, you could pop a few little sentiments on there just to say, hey, and then you've got your birthday wishes, and then of course when you pop it on your mantle, you've got that look going on. So I guess that's the other thing about not making these panels too busy, because when you stand it up on your mantle, that one, you know, will most likely cover those anyway. You can stretch them out so that you can see all three of them individually if you wanted, or you can have them closer together so that you've only got like partials like that. So then you just need to go really lightly on your bling. I'm just going to pop, I don't know, maybe I'll just do some basic rhinestones, just some small ones. Oh, I've got those blue ones again, haven't I? Maybe I can just use them up. These are retired, but I'll use them up because they match. I think I used them last time too, last week. I'll just pop them on. Just the small ones. Probably don't even notice them. Probably don't even notice them unless you're walking past or swizzling your card around. So get rid of them. Okay, I think that is my card finished. I will bring in the one that Anne sent me originally and just show you the different sizes, because she made hers out of 12 by 12. So it would have been a 6 by 12, and this card is massive. So yep, that's a 6 inches by 12 inches. And then you just do the same type of thing. So I'll bring the other one back in as well. Yep, Leanne, if you are signed up to my newsletter, which you can find at alisatilsner.com, this tutorial is going to be written up today and it will go out in tomorrow's newsletter. So, and we will have the instructions for this size here. These two are basically the same. One's in centimeters, one's in inches. But this one is a big whopping 6 by 12. So like I said, you could do 5 by 10. I did 4 by 8. So it all just depends on what sort of impact you want to make with your cards, right? So we've got the angels, and then we've got our sentiment, and then we've got the shepherd in the amongst the sheep there. And then on the back, we've got some stripes and our sentiment on the back. So this is a massive one. So compared to this size, I'll pop them down so you can see how big they are. So if you were doing the big gold one, you would need probably to make your own envelope. This one ends up being a 4 by 4 size. Yep, 4 by 4, but you do have a fair bit of bulk in there, which is why you need to go a little bit gentle when you're doing dimensionals, adding dimensionals and stuff. So that is that size there. And then if I fold this one up and I fold these guys up, you can see the size difference with that as well. So pretty big. So definitely if you want the written instructions with all the measurements, get signed up to my email address, to my newsletter, sorry, over on my blog. And that's the one that we did the other day. Like I said, I'll write and then put my panels. I like to write on my card, because if you stick your white on there now and you try and write on it, you're writing on all this bulk as well. So I don't put my own personal greetings on them until I'm ready to use them. Okay, so that's it. And if you are watching this on replay and you are watching this for the first time and you want the instructions, but they've already gone out, like I'm talking to people in the future now, and you want the instructions, then feel free to email me and I will send them to you as well. So there we go. So I loved it. Anne was great. She stepped through it all very nicely. She's got lots of layerings. There's a really thin layer of gold underneath there as well. So this is a pretty full-on card. I tell you, it's heavy. She's got lots of reinforcing in there as well. Oh, that's right, because she said the white 12 by 12 is like our regular basic. It's not like the thick white. So she's gone and done a lot of layering on that to give it some strength and stability. So that is it. That is the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly loved being taught it. And like I said, it was fun to have a team member come and teach us instead of me teaching. So I really enjoyed that. So I hope that you will give it a go as well. And if you do, feel free to share it with me. Come over on my Facebook page and share it with me if you want. And I'm sure Anne will get a bit of a kick about seeing everybody recreating the fun fold as well. Okay, I think I'll just swing around because I think that's it. Did you guys notice? Look, let's go the right way. I cleaned my bench off. There's nothing here. I had piles of cards and markers that I hadn't put away, and boxes of chocolates and blocks of chocolates that had been sitting there and melted from last year and then went solid again. So I cleared it all off. So now that's one part of my room. Now I've just got to work on the other little bits in my room and hopefully get rid of it all. I'm thinking I'm going to donate my paper to we have a daycare centre, but for the elderly instead of the young ones. So and they do lots of craft and stuff. So I'm thinking they are going to have my paper this year. So that's it. Can see Elvis on all of the panels. Yes, your Elvis friends would love that. They would dig that. Okay, thank you very much for watching. We will be here again next week, same time. And if you go and watch Ruth, you can come over and watch me after. So, and it's great to see everybody. So we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.